Good evening, everyone. It's wine o'clock here at the Wine Man's. In tonight's house-moving wine tasting, we have the Il Pumo Salice Salentino from San Marzano in Puglia, in the heel of Italy. In this video, I'm going to ignore all the boxes that are behind me because life must go on. Wines must be tasted, even if we are in house-moving mayhem. So tonight's wine, as I mentioned, Salice Salentino. Now, this is from the San Marzano Cooperative of Growers. 1,200 little families. Used to be 1,000, now it's increased to 1,200. These families have tiny plots of land, maybe a dozen, maybe 20, maybe 50 vines growing, could be more, could be less, where they actually look after all of the red clay soil themselves and do an incredibly good job of making sure that all their love, attention, all their passion goes into making the best possible fruit that they can. What happens is that San Marzano winemakers travel around to each of these individual families and they help them out. They tell them, they advise them, they say, I think you need to prune the vines here a little bit. I think you need to leave some leaves on there so that it gets a little bit more shelter from the really, really hot sun that they have in Puglia in the summertime. I mean, it's outrageous heat, but the different grapes that are used in this particular wine, Malvasia Nero and Negro Amaro, they really thrive in that extreme heat. So let's take a look at this. Now, bear in mind, this is in zero Primitivo, and obviously San Marzano is known for its Primitivo, but also for its Negro Amaro. But this one is 85% Negro Amaro, very dark, as you can see, and 15% Malvasia Nera. So let's see what we've got here. You've got classic plum characteristics. This particular one comes in at, what is it, 13.5%. So, you know, it's almost herbaceous in the character as well. But it's a beautiful smelling wine. It really is. So it's dry. The tannins are there. You're going to expect that from a big, bold wine like this. But then the softness just comes in. The gentleness, the ease of fruit. It just suddenly dissipates. Now, obviously, with food, this is going to be a remarkable one. But to drink it on its own, it's actually delicious as well. Because although it's got the tannins, it's got that minerality and it's got a herbaceous character again, but it's also quite chocolatey as well, and a little bit of sort of coffee flavor going on. Now, it doesn't have any oak influence whatsoever. It is solely stainless steel cask, and that allows it to show the purity of the fruit at its absolute best. I think it's a lovely wine. I mean, it's phenomenal value as well. Anything from San Marzano is outrageously good value. And the Il Pumo Salice Salentino, I'm going to raise a glass to this tonight. Cheers.